Hey there, welcome to Sea Power, and look at this beautiful briefing for this scenario. The situation is already pretty advanced in this scenario, as in we, playing as the Soviets, have taken Narvik. It is shaky, however, and that's where you as the commander come in, because we have to escort some ships. We have a convoy. NATO, not really that pleasantly surprised about our little invasion of Narvik, has sent some submarines to suppress and deny that convoy. This means we have to eliminate a couple of submarines, and at the same time we have to do something else. We have to, if tactical conditions allow, degrade NATO air capability by striking Bodo airfield. Liaisons from the 6th Air Army will assist with delegated control over available air assets. Now we do have a bunch of different aircraft available, as you can see here. MiG-25s, 25 PDs, 25 RBs, IL-38s for surveillance, Mi-14. We even got MiG-29As because we do have a mod for that. NATO is also going to be expecting to send F-16s. We're looking at F-4Js, P-3 Orions, of course. There are no F-15 or F-14 aircraft in theater. That's good because that means no Phoenix missiles. Despite that, though, we still have to worry about MRAMs as launched by F-16s. We are free missions authorized, rule of engagements remain unchanged. Escort the convoy safely to Narvik, deploy ASW and air defense assets as needed. Conduct strike on Bodo airfield if feasible. Avoid detection by enemy submarines. Right. That's going to be interesting. We have access to lots and lots and lots of units. We're nearing Narvik. The forward patrol reports that they've picked up a sonar contact about 5 hours ago and have been trying to re-establish contact since. No friendly submarines in the area. Assume everything else is hostile. Okay, pause one sec. So, I suspect that might be this. This is the forward group. It's a Petya... Yeah, it's a Petya formation. Petya 3s and Petya 2. These guys are already running active sonar. The sea state is not in my favor, putting it mildly. I'm going to go ahead 1/3, and I'm going to increase the size of my formation a bit to comb a bit more terrain. At the same time, I want to see what sort... Oh, actually, we do have another forward screen here. How about that? Active sonar, deploy, below the layer, active sonar, medium frequency. And over here, you're going to go active sonar above. The convoy group, as led by the Admiral Zoluzia. This is a Crest-class missile cruiser, which is pretty well suited to the job of fleet defense. It has 40 missiles, so if we are going to come under attack, we have options. She's helped by the Kulikov, which is, I think, an Udaloy. And over here, we have the Betsuprechny, and the Betsuprechny is a Sovereign class. So we kind of have the Holy Trinity. And behind that is the whole convoy. These guys, or at least some of them, have to make it over, and they're flanked by a couple of these small MPKs. A Grisha, and that's another Grisha. So that can, in a pinch, also do some AA. It can do some anti-submarine warfare. They're not fantastic escort ships, but they're alright. Tu-142, for some reason at a height of 1,000. Oh, actually, you're an ASW bird. You're an ASW bird. That's going to come in useful. What do we have on the ground? What we have on the ground is a lot of radars. As well as some... okay. S-60s. We have ZU-23s. We got 20 AA units. Good lord. Look at that. S-60s. Son 9 radar. SI-8 Gecko. We have an air station. We even have... Oh, it's the whole AA battalion here. Right. So this is the AA emplacement. Do we have an airbase? Yes. Here. Here is... Oh, it's all the way back there. Yeah, alright, because that forward airbase was unavailable. We even have a couple of guns defending that, and an SA-13 battery. If this thing has to fire, then the Norwegians have come out pretty far. Okay, so what can we launch? We can launch MiG-25s, MiG-25s... Where are MiG-29s at? I was promised MiG-29s. Here. Other air station. Oh, you're not... Here. Okay, so you can launch an IL-38, and you can launch MiG-29s. Nice. Air-to-air. Giving me archers, and this is going to give me archers and Alamos. What are those types of missiles? Because I'm not that familiar with them. MiG. This is not going to be part of the standard air wing, so it probably won't say. So we're going to have to just look at the fighter. MiG-29. And it can carry the AA-10, the Alamo out to 43 miles, and the AA-11 Archer out to 10 miles. So I do very much want the Alamo. We're going to go air-to-air long range. I will take 4 birds in 1 flight. And then, do we have access to some airborne early warning? This is an ASW. ASW can be useful. Yeah, I want to have another ASW join the fray. Su-15 is air-to-air. Some fairly old missiles. Mi-14 can do ASW, but I think that's a bit of a trek for it. That's 100 miles. That thing is going to take an hour to get there. So that's not great. I would like my assets to arrive a little faster than that. What I'm missing from this whole picture is an aerial observation platform, which is unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to take 2 as a separate formation, air-to-air long range. Okay. Let's run it. I hope the scenario is going to lag out too bad. Which it is definitely trying to do, because there's probably a lot going on behind the scenes. Alright, so you're going to be patrolling here. I don't think so. I don't think so. If we are to deliver this convoy here, we're going to just pave the way with sonobuoys. Loads and loads and loads of sonobuoys. So that means this airbase is going to send up another IL-38. We have a bunch of aircraft already going to launch point. Here are the ILs, and this is the train of MiGs, I imagine. Yeah, here. Hello, gentlemen. You're a pretty looking aircraft. Great that you can just phase through a tree. That makes my life a lot easier. Right, as for the gentleman over here, you have your sonar running. I want you to launch your helicopter. It's only K-25. Come on. They give me an empty Ka-25. Okay. At least you're carrying something. That's nice. Ka-27. Strikes, gas, anti-tank. Yeah. Okay. Speed is about 12 knots, which means that we're going to be traveling for the next about 8 hours to get there. Okay. We've got a forward screen. These guys are how far away? 60 miles, and then the forward screen 13 miles out. Okay, fine. As for this station here, I'm not really too sure what to launch from it. Maybe Su-24s with a strike loadout, so I can strike an airbase, but it's not going to be enough. This is going to give me some options to strike air. And the RBs can be loaded up with bombs as well. Let's make it a big bombing package. Yeah, I sent all of it. All MiG-25s. As for the Su-15s, I'm not even familiar with the Su-15 that much. An Su-15? Are you considered to be a fighter? No. Then what? Like an attack aircraft? Fighter bomber? Nah, it's not that. You're not a recon bird either. Here, you're an interceptor. Okay, capable of loading out with an aphid. 5 miles, or 10 miles, or 13 miles. Okay, speed 700 knots. So at least you're pretty quick. These fox bats are also very useful. Because they're just so freaking fast. Give me a flight of 3. prepare for takeoff, and I'll join you guys on the front line. Now, this Tu-142 has a great plan, but we're going to change that. Intermittent sonar buoy drop. Ta-da. There. That's going to be your AO. Let's set up a line like that, and like that, and like that. So I know that that's where the sonar buoys are going to go. And that means that the other sonar buoys are going to have to come probably here to make sure I got a very clear corridor moving forward. Are you up? You're up. Good man. Go make yourself useful. How far away is that? 15 miles. And I don't trust that. 1/3. Get that K-27 over. Intermittents. You're not gonna have enough sonar. Well, you're gonna have just enough sonar buoys for that. It's a really small spread. Okay. Let's just do this manually then. Whoops. Sea state is definitely going to be part of the enemies, as I don't think I'll be seeing a whole lot. Or rather, hearing a whole lot. Are these things active or what? It's active. How far can you see, supposedly? 189 miles. Okay, at least that's something. Oh, hello. Greetings. The IL-38's up. That means that the MiG-29 should also be up. Nope, they're not up yet. Okay. Well, at least the IL-38s are going to join in on the fray here. Both. Because supposedly we're hunting multiple submarines. I need to have this airbase launch a few more birds, because I'm probably going to expend some of my missiles here. Give me air-to-air, long range. Another 2? No, not 6. 2. Go! Preparing for takeoff. You do see the trees on the runway, yeah? I mean, it didn't stop the IL-38s from taking off. It's just a very, very well camouflaged runway. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. You are not my friend. Unfortunately, I don't believe we actually have any way of shooting it down, short of using a MiG. Because our AA... I mean, this definitely doesn't have the range. 4 miles. The thing's already 13 miles out. Sneaky detection bird. Probably not even flying that high either. It's 3,000. Yeah, it's 3,000 up. Good, we got a MiG airborne. Let's go hunt something. You have those Alamos at the 43-mile range. We're going to take off to 3,000. And I don't actually need the Alamos that much. Oh, actually, I do. This thing is doing 680 knots. They are pretty swift. We're ordered 585. What's your cruise speed? Cruise is 588. Fuck it. Oh, you weren't really supposed to drop your tanks, but I get why you're doing it. Second one. I want to make sure that that thing actually goes down, because I don't really appreciate having enemy observation aircraft in my lines. Come again? No. What the hell happened to all those missiles? What? Something a bit weird and wonky is going on here. Alright. Climb to 6,000 feet. Maximum speed. Which is strictly not maximum speed. Lost them. There you are. We're gonna have to chase this guy and eliminate him as quickly as possible. Because once he starts detecting either this patrol group or the entire convoy, we're going to be in trouble. The good news is he's not using his radar. That might be the one good thing about it. I do not want you to return to base. You still got your archers. You can still fight. They are gaining on us, though. We're going to be cruising... Yeah, we're going to be catching up to them. Take me a minute to get there. Well, 3 minutes, in fact. I'm not really detecting anything else at present. Don't think that's going to maintain for very long. Oh, you're coming my way again, are you? Okay. Another MiG coming up. That's the MiG going patrol south. The rest of the MiGs are preparing for takeoff. Excellent. Reaching the clouds. 17 miles out. We have him only on the radar from the MiG-29. Why do we not have him on the radar from any of the stations that we have here? Because it's not bloody on. Alright. I imagine that would explain it. Formations, sensor orders, formation, air search. Thank you. Is now everybody else going to detect it too? No. Come on. 12-7, 12-6. Go where your quarry is going to go, not where he currently is. 10.9. He's still pretty quick. If I shoot now, I don't think I'll hit him. So we'll have to make sure that he first gets closer. The other ones are also in the clouds. T-142 is preparing for the first drop. Good. Any particular units I've forgotten about? We've got the forward screen, we've got the group. That's one air base. We've got a radar vehicle, etc. SAM sites. We've got a second air base. Yeah. Over here, we have the strike aircraft. This is the strike wing with 4 birds. You are going to join that formation. That's Grotza 1. I think. Yes. Alright. I need you guys to go to 42,000 feet. Now, ideally, I want to rebase the whole bunch over here, so that I'll be able to get them out on targets faster. We're going to engage this guy. Missile away. We're not actually guiding these missiles, which means we can just change course. Where is he? Where is he? There. I don't think that's going to save you. Not changing course, not changing altitude. You're dead. Okay then. Oh, everybody decided to join in on the fun. Yeah, I should have pulled those off the formation. Oh well. Take up altitude. Go to 37. And now begins the hunt for submarines. A little later, I have a bunch of MiG-29s posing as a front line, an air front line towards the south. And we are detecting a couple of aircraft. I'm going to assume these are not mine, and as such are not my friend. Which means that these guys are going to have fair game to engage them. The formation is going to go weapons free, and that means we should start seeing some missiles. What they are, I don't know. They're flying 35,000 feet, almost 36, with a speed of almost 500 knots. I'm not sure how reliable these things are. I think last time around I didn't quite have the radar on, which is why some of them might have blown up. I'm not really sure. If it doesn't work, I still have another flight of MiG-29s up, and of course more. This is the prelude to Barkut flight. These are additional aircraft with strike loadouts. That's 500 kilogram bombs. That is going to be the first strike against the airbase here at Bodo. The problem is I can pretty much make it there and back, but only just. If I go to 37, yeah, if I go to 37, my altitude, my range does increase. Should have had them there. As from the east, we have Grotza 1 coming in, which can't actually make it there. So, we're going to have to rebase these guys. Orders, rebase. I want you to get rebased there. So that if they do return home, they're going to take off from there. And Basalt 1, I think they're going to have the same treatment. Because they too are simply not going to be able to get there very well. Not in one go anyway. So we'll just rebase this aircraft. We have gotten a kill on an F5. Interesting. From F5 to Alt F4. Now, let's go after 7008. We are out of Alamo, so we're going to engage with the 11 archers. There we go. Let's get the second wing in. Over here in the north, not much of note. We are dropping soda buoys, and that's about it. These guys are also out of Alamos. They're launching archers. You're coming a little later than everybody else, but that's fine. We might be able to use your archers anyway. Now, seeing as these guys are almost out, I'm going to preemptively launch another flight of MiG-29s, because they're definitely my best option. I'm going to say air-to-air long range. I'll take another flight of 2. And just to make sure that we can start cycling aircraft. That's another kill. Good work. You're preparing to engage 7014. It's the guy all the way over there. I would actually much prefer it if you engage the guy right in front of you. Because that means you don't fly in towards the enemy as far, you can turn back easier, and you can go home and get some more missiles. Which is what you're going to have to do right about now. F5s are dead. Long live the F5s. Disband this formation, because you... Oh, you're also out of missiles. Can you kindly not shoot a friend? You're not Winchester. You're Winchester. What caught you? God damn it, we hit a friendly with an AA-11. Okay, that's one of my expensive MiGs out of the skies. Turning our search on. I have to start engaging those things. 493, same behavior. This thing is just loitering. Weapons free. I need you to engage these contacts coming in. We're going to get some assistance from this MiG here. The only loss I had was self-inflicted. That's really unfortunate. Alright, so let's get these missiles underway. And possibly we're going to pop a few more F5s. If these are in fact the same aircraft. I really like the look of this model. Interesting that I haven't actually found a submarine yet, but, well, it explains a lot, because it's a pretty, pretty sizable area that we need to comb through. Don't have to guide these missiles, so that makes it easier to disengage, as this MiG is already doing. At least it's turning around. They must know that they're being attacked, but... Oh, you're actually launching 2 missiles at the same target. It's not great. Engage the other one as well, please. And then you're going to go home and grab more missiles at base. Okay. Now you can go home. That's another dead F5. The other one missed, because there was no F5 to target anymore. You guys are going to turn your radars on. I don't really have any aerial early warning system, so this is kind of what I'm using. Just a bunch of MiGs with the radar active. Not great. Because I am getting detected. I mean, I have to be getting detected. Considering that I'm actively blaring away with radar. Alright, you guys. I think there was a drawing of a submarine like there, there, and there. So... I don't know, we're going to preemptively start drawing a pattern here. If we can engage that submarine, that'd be great. I'm not sure if it's still going to be here. How much of a range is that? 6 miles, it's a bit much. Do a drop like that. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. 1, 2, 3. That's 27 buoys. You cannot drop 27 buoys, but you'll just have to pretend. So that's that box covered. And we're gonna remove this waypoint here. And then we're gonna move up. Do the same thing here. Intermittent. 1, 2, 3. I'm holding Control and Shift and then right-clicking. And this hopefully will just block out this entire area with sonobuoys. Alright, I think that's it for the air contacts for now. I'm going to keep the MiGs closing in. Unfortunately, I don't exactly have a seed bird. They just don't exist. Because what this game calls seed is, for example, a MiG-25 with rocket pods. So yeah, we might be suppressing the radar by basically sending in a pilot and hoping for the best. The airbase here doesn't really have the reach to get there. And it doesn't exactly have the loadout to do it either. No, actually they do. They do. I got 2 SU-24s with kilters. That's a pretty good option. I should bring those over, which is definitely going to take a while. Alright, continuing on the hunt. New air contact report at 7031, coming in at 813 knots. This is a fast boy. Seeing as I'm not exactly expecting company, we're going to just preemptively shoot it out of the sky, and we'll later figure out what exactly it was that we eliminated. Because I am not that interested in getting ambushed by an F-16, which is going to throw AMRAAMs in my face. At least I suspect that that's the loadout that they have available. Let's see if these AA-10s are going to be doing anything useful. Range 13 miles, closing at 2,500 knots. 12. 10. I wonder if it's just going to be one bird or if there's another one hiding somewhere behind it. 6.7 miles, 5.9, 5, 3. There. That's an F4. Well, it was an F4. It was an F4E, in fact. And the thing that strikes me as surprising is it was just the one. Where's the rest of your formation? Where is everybody else? A little later, a whole bunch of new contacts have just popped up. We're looking at 4 birds, by the looks of it. And I only got 1 MiG to throw back at them. So, this is going to be an interesting, exciting encounter for this 1 MiG here. I do have more on the way, but I still have to sweep the skies before my bombers get there. So, we're going to vector some additional MiGs over before I risk losing all the birds. Seeing as I don't have to guide these missiles, they're just heat seekers, I can just send it. The only thing I need is a bit of distance. 10 miles, and that is it. What I find interesting about these birds is that they're very slow. 267 knots. I'm not sure what flies around at 267 knots. But alright. Let's drop our altitude a bit. There you are again. Hello, gentlemen. My plan here is to throw 1 archer at each target and do a follow-up strike with the 2nd MiG. If that proves to be insufficient, follow-up strike with the 3rd MiG. I'm very curious to see when we're going to see those F-16s. Not, well, where too, but most likely those F-16s are going to be in the air already, because if you got access to those birds, I would probably prefer to have those much rather than an F-4. I have shot down another F-4 off camera. I'm not really sure why we're seeing all these types of birds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Good day. Missiles away. These are heat seekers. I'm not sure if they're all aspect missiles, but seeing as they are chasing targets, I think it's fine. Sometimes you got heat seekers which you cannot fire from head on. They will simply not lock on. They will not be able to find their target because it's not hot enough, I guess. See, this one has targeted 7037 at the expense of 7038, which is not going to get its required missile. Ooh. That's a P3 bomb loadout. Yeah, they loaded out... they loaded out a bunch of P3s with bombs. That's an interesting idea. That's why they're flying so slow, because they're prop aircraft. Okay. Means that we got ample opportunity to just shoot them down with a gun, really. All I gotta do is close the distance. No, down, not up. Because a P3, as opposed to some of the Soviet aircraft, don't have a gunner. Let's see if we want to do a strike on this. Yeah, it's going to try and strike it with the gun. 2 miles. They're 5,000 feet below us. 1 mile. Please be sure to pull up in time. I've had Harriers waste themselves. Oh. See, this I don't trust. Climb back up to 6,000, loiter. Well, he did try to do a gun run. I'll grant him that much. Maintain altitude, 3,000 feet. Do a gun run against this target here. You have your radar active, but the target, I suspect, is a little too low for you to find. Missile. And this other guy is on the other side of the hill. There you are. That's why I can't see you. Oh, there's another one. 509 knots. Split the diff. So I can just launch one Alamo as opposed to two. Go on. There's 7041 again. Strafing run head on. Bit dangerous with 7042 coming into chase. If he's chasing. Target's up to 3,500 feet. 3 miles. 345. 311. 283. It's an F4. Oh, it's an angry F4. It's angry. Okay. Goodbye. I'm not even sure where that AIM 7 is going to go. Because at this range, you're going to have a hard time catching me, but you might catch this one. Go to 3. Shoot back. Turn. Chaff. Roll out. Burners on. So the one contact that I was hoping was going to be another... Ow. Was going to be another P3 is actually not a P3. This thing is also likely an F4 given its speed, and we missed. Okay, second Alamo. Please shoot that F4 out of the sky. Yep, that ought to do it. Thank you. You can go home. Still gonna waste this guy. Descend to 20. This guy's at 36,000. He's pretty high up. See, I don't trust this aircraft not to already have range on me. So I'm going to go home at higher speeds. Because I really don't want to lose another MiG. So far I've lost 2. 1 to friendly fire, 1 to not so friendly fire. And I'm not that eager to be in the market for another MiG purchase. As for the Berkut, we now have range. And our seed aircraft are going to get here Tuesday. At the earliest. Oh well. I mean, they'll get there. But it'll be a minute. Alright, let's shoot down that last contact, shall we? 7042. Nope. Chaff and flare getting ignored. That means your exit. Gone. Alright, I am going to end this first part here because there is probably a lot more to cover. We still have to hunt down 3 submarines, we still have to do an air base raid. Plenty to do, but too much to turn it into one video because that would be too long. So, at this point you probably know how it works. If you want to see the next part already, you can. Just hit the join button, or if you're a member, you can already get access to the videos right away. If not, don't worry, the next video is going to come up. YouTube might look like it's paywalling the video. I've been getting complaints, people saying, oh, you paywall your content. No, I don't paywall my content. It's just early access to members. That is all. So, that means you can watch the video if you want to by joining. If not, wait a few days and it'll be up. Thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for part number 2.